What's going on, you guys? My name is Wolf and welcome to today's video. So in today's video we are going to talk about, well, it's kind of going to orientation a little bit, but not really. It's kind of going to be in the middle, and that's going to be because orientation is getting so closer. The next semester for freshmen coming in is getting so close. So I had this question from my brother and I kind of just wanted to do a video on it. He asked me this question as soon as he got accepted because he wasn't sure what he was going to do, and he put a different major on his application form. So do you have to stick with the major you put on your application? No, you don't have to stick with the major you put on your application. I mean, I put biology on my application and I actually didn't end up going with biology, and I actually went to a different one. I went to a different group with my major. I was still in the whole science group, but I didn't want to do biology. I was going to try to do like medical science or environmental science or something of that nature. But do you really have to stick with the major you put on your application? Absolutely not. I mean, it's not required that you stick with the same major. I mean, for us, when you went to orientation, you'd be divided into groups by major. So biology, business, so like accounting, and then you go into like logistics, and basically go with the school that you want to go with during orientation. So you choose that school and you go with it. Because for us, we were divided up and you'd go with your certain school, and if you wanted to change your major, you could go with that certain group, even if you did put a different major on your application. So criminal justice, if you put a criminal justice major on your application but you want to do science like biology, you go with the biology group instead of the criminal justice group. Once you choose your major for orientation, once you do that, once you're set up for advisement, you're stuck with that major until you talk to your advisor. You cannot switch your major without talking to your advisor, because they will talk to you and they will switch your major authentically, I guess is a good word to say. They'd switch it authentically. It'd be actually switched instead of saying, hey, I want to change my major, but not talking to an advisor. But you do not have to stick with the major you choose. I didn't stick with the major I chose. I wanted to do biology, but then I changed my mind, and then I changed it again a couple months later. The second semester, I actually decided to change my major because I didn't want to do science anymore, and I changed it to a business major. But orientation, you don't have to stick with it. It's not something that you have to do. You do not have to stick with the major, and I'm not sure how other colleges do it. Another one I'm going to now, and the other one I went to, would like separate it. So they would, after you finish orientation and you were starting to go to your groups and you were starting to get advice, they'd put you in different groups and you'd follow that group out to learn more about your major. And even if like they give us stickers, like it would say biology major, or it would say science major, or it would say accounting major, business, like finance major. So it would say what you were, but you see all of it. You will see different majors go with different groups, because it's not always set in stone that you have to go with a certain group just because that's what you chose on your application. And I even asked my mom that, I'm like, I put this on my application, do I have to stick with that? And no, you don't. The application process, even though what you put on it is set in stone, the major is not set in stone. So what I mean by that, I mean like you put your name on, you put all that stuff, you put the important stuff on it, and that's set in stone. But if you put your major on it and you want to change your major, that's possible. You don't have to stick with the same major. It's always easier to do it during orientation, just to go with a certain group. But after that, if you want to change your major, it's not impossible. It is a bit of a pain for us. I was sitting to change my major for about 4 hours. I was there for about 4 hours trying to change my major, because we had to go through this whole process. And this whole group process, and this whole, like, a whole presentation about the business majors. And I already knew a lot about the business majors and the accounting majors, because my mom is an accounting major, so I already knew all that, but you had to sit through like a presentation about it. But yeah, so don't be afraid to change your major during orientation. It's not impossible. It's easy to do. I guess depending on the college you go to and what their process is, it's not really that difficult to do. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, so thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time in the next video, and good luck with orientation, but I'll see you guys later.